Get this. What if I told you that 9 out of every 10 new businesses are pretty much doomed from the very beginning? And it's not because of money or the competition, it's because they all make the exact same mistake. So let's break down the one single error that kills almost every new business out there.
So, really, why do so many passionate people with what seem like brilliant ideas end up failing? Is it that they run out of cash? Is it because the competition is just too fierce? Maybe a bad economy? No, it's actually none of those things. So, what is the real reason?
The real reason? Well, it's something much, much deeper. It's a fatal flaw that's kind of baked into the business model long before they ever make their first dollar. They get their entire marketing philosophy wrong from day one. It's like they're building their dream house on a foundation of sand. And you know what? It's just destined to collapse. This huge mistake really just comes down to a simple but honestly profound difference in how you approach things. Are you trying to sell something to people, or are you trying to serve their needs? Let's dive into that. So the old way, the one that fails, it's completely inward looking. It's all about the company. You've got the production idea, which is basically, we'll just make it cheap. Then there's the product idea, we'll make it the absolute best. And finally, the selling concept, which says we'll just push it on people really, really hard. You see the pattern here, right? It's all about us, our product, our factory. The customer is basically just an afterthought. Now, check this out because this chart really shows the two different paths you can take. The old way, the selling concept, it starts at your factory. You've got a product, and your only job is to sell as much of it as possible. But the smart way, the marketing concept, it starts in a totally different universe. It begins with the customer. It starts by understanding what they actually need, and then building a whole experience around that. The goal isn't just selling a bunch of stuff. It's creating genuine satisfaction. Let's be real. One of these paths is a short-term game that almost always leads to a dead end. The other, well, that's the secret to building a loyal following and a business that actually lasts. So, what is this new way of thinking? What's the secret? It's about a radical shift in your perspective. It's about becoming completely, relentlessly obsessed with your customer. So, here's the official definition. The core idea. Your success isn't about how great your product is, or your price, or your flashy ads. Nope. It's about one thing and one thing only: being better than anyone else at creating and delivering value for your specific customer. You know, you can boil this whole thing down to one simple, incredibly powerful phrase. Find wants and fill them. Don't start with an idea for a product and then go desperately looking for people to buy it. No, instead, find a group of people, figure out what they truly want, and then create the perfect solution for them. Let this one sink in because it's so important. Stop trying to sell what you happen to make. Instead, start making what the market actually wants to buy. This is probably the single biggest mindset shift that you can possibly make. Okay, so you get it. Be customer obsessed. But how do you actually do that? How do you figure out what people really want? I mean, how do you basically read their minds? Well, there's a brilliant framework for exactly this. Because here's the tricky part. When a customer tells you they want something, that is rarely, and I mean rarely, the full story. Their real, deep needs are often hidden way beneath the surface. And this is just perfect. This breaks down the 5 levels of what a customer needs. So someone might say they want an inexpensive car. That's the stated need. Easy enough. But what they really mean, their real need, is they want a car with low running costs, gas, maintenance, you know? Then there's the unstated need, stuff they just assume, like getting good service from the dealer. The delight need, that's a bonus, like a free roadmap in the glove box. But the deepest level, the one that really matters, is the secret need. In this case, they want a car that makes their friends see them as smart and savvy. Businesses that only solve that first, stated need, they're always going to struggle. But the businesses that solve the secret need, they become legendary. If you can really dig deep and understand all 5 levels of what your customer is looking for, you won't even have to sell to them. You will have built something that they feel they absolutely have to have. It's a total game changer. But wait, understanding your customer's mind, even at this incredibly deep level, is only the beginning. It's only half the battle. Now you need a system to turn that understanding into a winning offer. You've unlocked the what they want and the why they want it, but now you need the how. How do you actually build and deliver the value that they are secretly craving? And here's your answer. It's called the marketing mix, but you've probably heard of it as the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. This is your toolkit. This is your control panel for turning those deep customer needs into an absolutely irresistible offer. But here's the catch. Get just one of these wrong, and the whole thing can fall apart.
Okay, so you now understand the fatal mistake that most businesses make, and you know the customer-obsessed mindset you need to win. You even have a framework to literally read your customer's mind. But the biggest question remains, do you know how to use these 4 powerful levers to actually construct that perfect offer? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in our next explainer.